Hi friends, Maria with Mostly Bakes here. Thanksgiving in the US is less than 2 days away, and I'm here to show you how to make the perfectly smooth, silky gravy every single time. We're going to make a simple roux with 3 tablespoons of butter or turkey drippings. If you have those available, use those because there's a lot of flavor in there, and 4 tablespoons of flour. You're going to need 2½ cups of liquid total, whether that's chicken stock, vegetable stock, or preferably a combination with some of the drippings that you have from the turkey itself. For today, I'm going to use 1 teaspoon of my 5-minute herb rub, but certainly if you've seasoned your turkey with something different and you're using a lot of the juices, chances are you have all the seasoning that you already need in the turkey. But go ahead and check out my recipe for 5-minute herb rub. It makes a great classic gravy recipe for Thanksgiving. And then finally, a little bit of sherry, which is optional, but I like the layers of flavor in there, and then salt and pepper to taste. So let's get over to the stove and see how this looks in action. For the roux, we have our butter and our flour. So we're going to keep moving this around in the pan for about 5 to 7 minutes over medium heat, and you'll start to see the roux transform from a very blonde color to kind of a more nutty brown color. It'll also start to smell a little like popcorn. Alright, the roux has reached a nice nutty brown color, so we're going to pull this off the heat now and start to warm up the broth, and I'll show you how to finish the gravy. Okay, to the same pot that you cooked the roux in, we're going to add the 2½ cups of stock and the herb mixture. Again, if you seasoned your turkey with a specific herb mixture, go ahead and use that. For our purposes today, I do want to quickly add that I prefer stock to broth. I find that there's just a lot more flavor in the stock itself, so keep that in mind when you're making gravy at home. Alright, at this point we have a nice rolling boil going, so I'm going to add the roux back in. I'm going to switch and get a whisk, and we're going to start whisking this in. At this point, the gravy's been cooking for about 3 minutes, and you can add the sherry in if you'd like. I'm going to go ahead and add that. And I'm just going to keep whisking it in. Okay, that appears ready. So as you can see, we have a nice silky texture. No lumps. You know, certainly if you wanted to, you could strain it at this point, but you don't have to either. And you can just keep this on your stove over simmer. That way it stays warm until you are ready to serve. Oh, I do have one more quick tip for you. How to save an overly salty gravy. We've all had it happen. We've oversalted a soup, a stew, a gravy in this case. All you need is a potato. The starches in the potato actually absorb the extra salt out of the liquid, so you just need to peel it, slice it in half, and drop that potato into the pot. Let it simmer over a period of time. Taste it every now and again, and you'll notice that the amount of salt in the gravy will start to diminish. It'll go down. So when you reach that level of seasoning that you're comfortable with, that's when you can pull the potato out. So now you know how to make gravy and save gravy if you have to. With those tips in mind, go forth, conquer, be the gravy champion of the family, and I hope you have a truly wonderful Thanksgiving.